The next video is quite strange and was recorded by a young woman in Querétaro, which is home to a quite famous dam in the area called the Centenario de Tequiscuapa Dam. Several accidents had occurred there over the years, from people gone missing and even remains that were being found in there. Prior to the next video we want to take a look at, The Dark Dimension had featured a mysterious user submission which showed another inexplicable incident in the waters of that dam. A man had recorded a glowing person standing in the waters. Strange for sure, but now we're taking a look at the video from the young woman, who also visited the dam with a couple of friends one night, and they saw something similar. Keep in mind, the waters of the dam are incredibly deep, so it is impossible for any human to stand in there.
Sí, ya se metió hasta fondo, hasta la va casi hasta la mitad.
Es que no sale aquí. Vean esto.
Ok, gracias.
Ay, ya lo vi. Es ese, ¿no? Señor, véngase.
Véngase.
Camine, siga la luz para acá.
No, hágase, usted para acá.
Véngase para acá. ¿Sí viene?
Sí.
Véngase para acá.
Más la luz en medio para acá.
Nos va a jalar ahí. No.
Venga. Señor, venga para acá.
Tráigalo con la mano. Háganse para acá. Tráigalo. ¿Qué trae? Tráigalo una mano.
Güey, que trae una pistola.
Oye, tráigalo una mano. Vámonos.
How is this possible? How could anybody be illuminated like that and walk through extremely deep waters unbothered? To many, it's without a doubt that we are seeing a real ghost sighting here, and I have to say, I do agree. Now we are taking a look at another really odd dashcam recording, which was taken by a man who was on the way home one night. He tells us that it is pretty uncommon to come across people on that road, since it's very narrow and not intended for pedestrians. It was also very late that night, slimming down the chances that anybody would decide to walk these streets. Nevertheless, he came across a strange woman. The woman seems to be wearing red clothing of some sorts, but she's not carrying any light source, meaning that she must have been walking up that road for hours in pitch darkness. But the man didn't think anything of it and drove past her, only to run into her again a few minutes later. How was that possible? How could the lady be walking up this pitch-black mountain road faster than a car? Of course this is impossible, and the man was sure that he must have captured a ghost that night.
That's the sweet spot, right where that son of... Oh, he's there. He's gonna push me down the stairs someday.
This is an update on the continuous haunting that Donny Drunkard is experiencing in his home. In the past 2 years, he has filmed quite the number of terrifying events. Just to recap, a malevolent shadow figure is occupying his house, which he could even capture on film in the past. And believe me if I tell you that he had tried many times to expel this being in the past.
I heard you. You are not welcome here.
In this particular recording, one of Donnie's stationary cameras upstairs apparently caught the shadow figure entering his bedroom before leaving it again, while he and his dog Terry were sleeping.
You saw him too. You saw that too, eh? Standing about this tall, rounded. It was a see-through black, just mass. It was there for 10-15 seconds when I opened up my eyes. As I went to get my phone to record, it just went zip, zip, off right down the hallway.
And the last scary incident we will check out today is paranormal activity unfolding in his kitchen, while a black flying object is recorded by another camcorder in his basement. Truly magnificent. What is your explanation for this? I do believe, Donnie. These things don't look like they are caused by an ordinary human. Does his house contain a gateway, perhaps, similar to the haunting of the Lamb House? The following recording was shared by Random Doge47, and she tells us, I went to the Hartwood Insane Asylum in the UK and captured something peeking out of the left window and moving away to the left side. The whole building is locked and the lower floor windows are far too high to reach. And even if someone got inside, the whole upper floors are collapsed. So this is impossible. Let's take a look.
Oh my god, I need to go. I get that on video. I've just get that on video.
Now, the girl and her friend are both noticing that there seemed to be somebody standing in the top left window, and I would agree, it certainly looks that way. It is also noticeable how this person or thing just moves towards the left. It would almost look like this thing is floating though, and not taking steps. Could that be so? Are we witnessing a spirit here that maybe was just visiting this old building? Maybe somebody that lost their life there, or was it just a regular person after all? What is your opinion? Very mysterious. A clip recorded at an ordinary family home, but it seems that something else is living in their pantry.
What are you doing? After we eat, we'll go to the movie. My dad is in town. Yes, go for it.
Next, we want to look at the haunted case of Charlie the Golden 18's owners. I love their adorable golden retriever and I'm a big fan. Turns out the owner has another channel on which he's documenting paranormal activity that is unfolding in his home. The profile is called A.S. Dixon 1983. Not much info is given, other than there are paranormal events unfolding, and they have been documented by a security camera in their home. This is the first incident. I know that this could just be dust, but it is the beginning of something really interesting. In the next clip we see how their little cat is getting disturbed by what appears to be some eerie poltergeist activity. And then there's that noise. Nobody has any idea where it came from, but it startled the cat pretty good. What the camera has captured on one of the following days, though, is what I find the most disturbing. Let me rephrase that. It was the same night that, besides objects being thrown, there seems to be an apparition that could have been captured. It almost looks to me that a semi-transparent shape is disappearing through the crack of the door. What do you see? Do you think it's legit activity? I have to give them the benefit of the doubt here. I really find it fascinating, to be honest. Whatever this thing is. Urban exploration, there's a lot of things that can go wrong, or at least unexpected events that can unfold. The following has been captured by a user named Edgy Chris and Dom, and he ventured through an abandoned building with who appears to be his girlfriend. They were just exploring the rooms when he saw another person, although he thought they were alone at that time. Strange. Let's see.
Yo, this place is crazy, bro. Oh, moms.
Hey.
What?
Where are you going?
I swear I just seen something.
Don't fucking start that shit. Babe.
Bro, what the?
Right after the two make it into this part of the building, there appears to be a person moving into one of the rooms to the right. At least we can see a shadow. But when they go after it, they can't find anything. So the question has to be asked, was it maybe something paranormal? I lean more towards a person that was also there, unknowingly of course. This video was uploaded by the channel Paranormal Explorers, and they visited the supposedly haunted Hill House Farm to conduct a paranormal investigation. The channel owner states, "Looking through the English Heritage Historic Buildings listing page, I came across an entry for a 17th to 18th century gate pier at Link House Farm in Blythe. I wasn't aware of this gate pier, even though I must have passed it a dozen of times. To be fair, it is not easily visible from the road. Linkhouse Farm is something of an oddity, being a derelict range of farm buildings surrounding the modern beach leisure facilities. Now, let's see what they could come up with this night.
I hear a scream up here. Yeah. Careful with the floors, Dean. I'm not going any further than here. Because of the floors. In there. It's proper bad. There's loads of stuff left. I've got such a bad feeling standing here, mate. Yeah, proper. Look at that burner.
At this point, they capture something that they believe could be of paranormal nature.
Rascals, yeah.
What do you think? Is it maybe just a bug? But they captured more than that. At this point they decided to venture even deeper into this building. And it is here where a possible shadow is rocking right in front of their camera.
Is anyone in the attic? Is anyone here right now? Wants to communicate? Space radar. But is anyone there who wants to come?
Did you see that? Let's look at that again. I have captured a shadow figure like that myself in the lamb house when I was checking out the bedroom upstairs, so I definitely think that this could be a legit capture. What is your opinion? Could it be something else? The following was a live stream recording that Melisa Simic, a man from Croatia, shared on his Facebook page at the time. He was traveling a few months ago and decided to venture to an old graveyard situated in the Alps. He stated that inexplicable noises were the reason at first why he was drawn further into the graveyard. And he didn't expect anything out of the ordinary really. But he made out two scary looking figures up a little hill.
Ne znam da li je moguće. Ne znam da ste vidjeli. Ili mislim možda što sam sam ovdje. Kao da mi se učinilo. Ne znam da ste vidjeli, molim vas zavratite. Ništa se ne vidi. Ništa ne vidim i dalje. Čini mi se kao da je mrdnulo malo. Ovo mrdnulo.
thought that this might have been angels at first perhaps, and describes the figures pretty mist-like. They were moving their arms quite weirdly, and he also swears that these were no statues. People on the internet state that they look pretty malevolent, almost like angels of death. In the end, we cannot be certain what exactly we are seeing here, but I find it's quite the terrifying image. What do you think? Just statues? Or is something else going on here? The following video was sent by Gregory, and he tells me that he found it in a paranormal thread on Reddit. Apparently it was captured by a couple who went on a nice vacation together. After a long flight and a well-deserved meal, both of them decided that a little rest would be a good idea. The lady that was recording with her cell phone stated that her fiancé took a little nap while she was documenting their hotel room for friends and family. Shortly after starting the video, she thought that she saw something out of the corner of her eye. Moments before a creepy head is coming out of the closet area, there seems to be a woman standing in it. Coincidence? A skid perhaps? It is unexplained what exactly was going on here, or why the lady was focusing so much on filming her fiancé in bed at the end. A pretty spooky recording nevertheless though, isn't it? The following video was shared by Reddit user CalmCap, and the incident has unfolded in his own home one night when enjoying the last half an hour before falling asleep in his bed. The user states that he had been dealing with strange shadow sightings ever since moving into his new home, and apparently it has gotten worse after he started watching paranormal TV shows before bed. He has a security camera in his bedroom which is filming non-stop in case of emergency. Cam almost suspects that these shadow sightings were only playing out in his head until this night. Concerning the lights in the other room, he states, "I used my laser light projector. I bought it to project stars on the ceiling. I just set it on its side so I'd be able to see if the means would be broken by what I've been seeing." Well, let's watch. A strange shadow can be seen, blocking the light from the other room. But how is that possible? Nobody else was up at the time. Many other commenters are sure that Cam has captured something inexplicable that night, which makes this capture so much more creepy. How would you explain this? Do you think it's a paranormal encounter? Or something different?